I'm Sharon Betters, and this is Aging with Grace, Ask an Older Woman. And in this series, we are asking women at least 70 years of age or older to share with us their thoughts on aging with grace and what flourishing in an anti-aging culture looks like. My guest today is Sherry Bitler, who shares more of her story in Chapter 6 of our book, Aging with Grace, Flourishing in an Anti-Aging Culture. And Sherry, before I give you our question for today, tell us about one thing that you do just for yourself.
Just for fun, I am learning how to paint. When my grandmother retired, she took lessons. And when my mother retired, she decided to do the same thing. So when I retired a few years ago, I thought, I think I better try it. So I did, and I am enjoying it. I just paint for family and friends just for fun.
And I'm a recipient of your work, and it is beautiful. And I can't believe that you just started learning when you retired. So Sherry, our question for you today is, what two disciplines have been in your life since you were younger that you did not realize were going to help prepare you for this season of life?
Growing up, my dad was in a ministry where he transferred regularly, almost every 2 years. And we got 3 weeks notice and off we went. So I was going to a new school, in a new house, with new friends, in a new church. I was always the new kid. And I think that I had to learn how to adapt, and that's been helpful to me. I had to learn how to make the very best of my circumstances so that I can enjoy my childhood. And now that I am dealing with MS, it helps a lot. You would be very impressed if you saw me trying to carry a box up from the basement on my thighs because I need both hands on my double railings to try to pull myself up. And also, I think prayer. I, like an innocent child, might have an imaginary friend that they think is right there next to them, right beside. That's how I felt about prayer and talking to God, that he was always right there with me. It wasn't formal. It wasn't planned. It wasn't a task that I had to do. It was just God and I talking. And I still can do that today. I mean, when I get myself in awkward positions, I have an old van and there's a bridge that I have to go over all the time. And it makes me so nervous because it's just 2 lanes. And if I get stuck, everybody's stuck. So I'm always praying before I go, Lord, please help me get over this bridge. And then, of course, thanking him after I do. I think about the verse in Isaiah 46:4, even to your old age and your gray hair, I am he. I am he who will sustain you. I have made you and I will carry you. I will sustain you and I will rescue you. And he always does, and he always will. And having that intimate prayer helps me remember that. Now that I am older and there's a lot of physical changes going on, uncertainty, unpredictability, new roles, I'm retired, things are different, I understand better that God is writing my story and that my circumstances every day are under his control. And so I rely on adapting to make the best of my circumstances because I know they're directly from him. And I rely on my prayer time, my talking to him in an intimate way that helps me to live gratefully and to feel like, yeah, I can flourish for him even in my old age.
Well, Sherry, you and I have been friends for over 25 years, and I have been one of those observers walking, doing life with you and watching as you have adapted in some pretty tough places, and yet always with the glory of God in mind. And I appreciate so much your model. And also, Sherry has a conversation with me. We have a longer conversation about her struggles with MS and how God has used this season in her life, these struggles in her life to draw her closer to him. And you can find that interview at agingwithgrace.online. That's agingwithgrace.online. If you enjoyed this video, there are many more resources on our site, agingwithgrace.online. They're all free, along with Sherry's conversation. I hope that you'll check those out as well. This is Aging with Grace, Ask an Older Woman. I'm Sharon Betters. Thank you so much for joining us.